I can't keep calm because अच्छे दिन आ गए for data analytics. Most companies reset their budgets in January. New projects get approved. Teams that were understaffed in Q4 finally get the hiring approval. Now, from the internal hiring pattern across India, Jan to April accounts almost 35 to 40% of the annual analytics hiring. Another strong window comes later in July to September, but right now, Feb to April is a peak demand for analytics role. And this is not a theory. This is what I am also seeing in across all the job platforms. The competition is not high because of the less job in the market. The competition is high because the candidate don't know how to job hunt properly. This video breaks the strategy into 5 simple paths, okay? First one, what to do based on your experience level. Second, how your resume should look like. Third is your job hunting strategy that actually works. Fourth, the target role you should apply for. And the fifth, the target company you should look for. If you are at any experience level at from 0 to 5, 6 or 7 years, stay tuned till the end to know what should be your strategy, because I'm going to cover from every experience range. And please do like, share and subscribe to Analytics Everywhere. That would be an encouragement for me to make such content for you. Let's start with the experience strategy. First, for 5+ years of experience or more than that, right? If you are sitting into any of more than 5, 6, 7, 8, this is for you. At this level, tool doesn't matter that much. If you are a freshers or in between less than 5 years of experience. What matters is your ownership, your the decisions or the impact or the stakeholder management or what exactly you can drive a business or not. Now you can have 2 track or path, I would say, or maybe I would say 3. One would be to working as a high motivated IC or the individual contributor who works for like a product analytics lead or business analyst lead or a lead data analyst kind of role. Okay. The second can be a leadership role, like maybe an analytics manager, or where you handle a team or the ownership you take. Or third, it's an optional one. It could be you move into an analytics engineering, or maybe bit into a data engineering or senior data scientist kind of role from data analyst. So you take a leap or a jump from data analytics to a data engineering or data science. So the second segment of the experience strategy is between 2 to 5 years. Now this is a very sweet spot in the experience segment because most of the hiring is happening in this segment. But if you are stuck in a similar job doing the same thing for a very long time, then you should definitely move from your current job to a new one. Now you can have 2 a path if you are into analytics. Like I would say the first one would be a product, business or data analyst, or maybe your role can be a senior data analyst, senior product analyst or senior business analyst, where your technical skills should be definitely the SQL, Power BI, all the technical part should be there. Secondly, you should have a stakeholder management, you should have very good communication skills, and obviously you should have very good business understanding and knowledge. The second part or the path you can choose if you are not very much into this, then would be a little bit on technical led role. Like if you can move to a PI analyst or BI engineering role, you can move to analytics engineering also if you are have a knack into a data engineering part, or also you can move to a role which has a combination of data analyst and data engineering. Like you should have a knowledge of ETL, you should upskill yourself with a Snowflakes or a Databricks, BigQuery kind of technologies. Also, if possible, understand the DBT, data modeling is also very important. So get upskills on that and move to a different path. Now the last part of the experience segment is a freshers or 0 to 2. Now this is the most crowded segment, and the hard truth about this segment is the competition is quite high. Now to get into this field as a 0 to as a freshers or 0 to 2 years of experience, you should have definitely a technical skills, which is like strong SQL knowledge, Power BI or Tableau, or advanced Excel, and a basic of Python. Not only that, you should know how to execute a business problem through these skills. This is very, very important. Companies are looking for execution skills. skills. And if you want to stand out, then you should have 2 strong projects that will show a business problem, that will show a data cleaning, dashboarding, and insights. Now, if you really want to know more details about the project and portfolio, you can check out my video from the link from the above. I have explained everything, what exactly you should follow and how you can present and what you can pick for your projects. The next point is the resume, right? You need to have a very good resume to get a job. Now, if you really want to know how to build a resume, what it should look like for a freshers, for experienced one, I have made an entire video on that. But in a short, you should have a resume like this, which in a single page has all your skills, all your experience, or all your internship details, and it should not have any mistakes at all. Maintain a resume, and if possible, try to tweak a resume a little bit when you are applying for different jobs. I know it's not possible for every single job, but if it is possible, try to do that, and definitely keep updating if you learn something new, or if you add any projects or anything comes up in your experience. So please do that. Now let's talk about the point number 3, which is the job hunting strategy, and this is the most important part. Okay, now here is most candidate failed because they apply for 300 jobs randomly and get no responses, right? I'll talk about 4 approaches here under this job hunting strategy. First would be for the 2 prominent platform, which is Naukri and LinkedIn. Now let's talk about the first one, is how you should position yourself in LinkedIn, right? First one, in your LinkedIn profile, your headline should be a keyword focused, like you should have what target role you're looking for. Then you can say SQL, Power BI, or Python, whatever skills and then you can add 1 or 2 roles, or looking out for opportunities or something like that. And then you can turn on also the open to work option in your LinkedIn. Add 7 to 8 or 10 skills in LinkedIn properly, whatever you have. And third is a very important point, is try to post at least 2 or 3 times a week, because once you start posting, your reach increase, and from that you can connect with the HRs and job opportunities, right? Now what you can write in the post in a LinkedIn, right? You can write your project breakdowns, your learnings, your insights, or your life stories, whatever you feel like sharing, and that's you can put it on that. Also try to create some meaningful connections on the LinkedIn. Now when I say meaningful, it's like you comment on their post, you're really happy for them, you encourage people to do something really more, and definitely ask for a referral. Now I know you get a lot of rejections, but even if you get a 99 rejections out of 1, if you can make a referral out of that, it's really good. So ask for referrals. I would say shamelessly ask for referrals as far as as much as possible. Now in LinkedIn, recruiter search LinkedIn daily by using your keyword. So as much your visibility grows in LinkedIn, your chance of getting a job or getting the opportunity, I would say, gets increased. Now here is a very interesting story of mine. I applied for a job when I was looking out for job change a couple of years back. I applied for a job and someone actually referred me in a company, and the same guy took my interview, and I did not know that. That was very funny story, and this is how you can use your LinkedIn. So though I did not clear the interview, but then later I realized that was the same guy who referred me and was connected. So I started chatting and got to know a lot about the companies and all the details. So this is where the LinkedIn can help you a lot. Inside the job hunting strategy, this is the point number 2, your Naukri optimizations. Now in India, still most of the analytics hiring are happening inside Naukri. Now do this in your Naukri. First, fill up every possible details and make your Naukri profile 100%. This is the first one. Second, add the proper relevant keyword in Naukri. This is very important because recruiters search through your keyword. Third, add your relevant skills. Don't ignore the skills. Add all the details. Fourth one is upload your latest resume, not the older one in a PDF versions. Okay. And fifth, this is a trick, which is refresh your Naukri profile twice a day. Maybe morning 9 to 9:30 a.m. around that time, and in evening 5 to 5:30, because profile freshness increase the recruiter visibility. Third point on the job hunting strategy is applications. Okay, application strategy, I would say. Now instead of mass applying, you should target for 10 to 15 integrated role per week. Now do this to make your strategy more impactful. One, modify your resume slightly for all the job you are applying for if possible. Second, apply within the 24 hours of job posting. This is very important. As quickly as you can apply, chances are 3 to 4x more for your responses. Third, try to find referrals through through LinkedIn or through personal connect or whatever like possible to do that. Now the final point of job hunting strategy is recruiter outreach. Now write this message to recruiter to get or apply for any job. Like you can write something like like, hi, I'm a data analyst with 3 years of experience in SQL, Power BI. I saw your opening for product analyst. I would love to be considered sharing my resume. Keep it short, no long paragraph, and apply, and just wait for the reply or wait for your luck. Now the fourth point in this is the target role you should apply for, right? Now everyone always look for a designation like a data analyst, business analyst, or senior data analyst, or hardly product analyst. But what you can do, you can apply for, I have listed down all the other roles you can also aim for or eye for, which is can be analytics engineer first. You can look for a growth analyst, revenue analyst, risk analyst, CRM analyst. Even you can look for more analytical role like marketing analyst, HR analyst, supply chain analyst, operations analyst, and customer analyst. So there are a list of roles you can look for or eye for apart from your regular normal analytical role. Now the final part is the target companies, right? I have made a list of the companies where you can eye for your analytical role. If you want the list, please put it in the comment as maybe target. I'll share you the PDF I have with the list of companies. To conclude, if you prepare and apply seriously for next 6 to 8 weeks, your chance of getting interview calls are significantly higher, because remember this, that Jan to April is the hiring window, and if you position yourself strategically, this is actually one of the best time to switch. If you find this helpful, please do like and share with someone who is also looking out for a job, and do subscribe to Analytics Everywhere so that you don't miss out any of the content from the channel. And please like, because it would be an encouragement to make such a content for you. I am trying to bring more such content from my experience, and I wish you all the best in your job hunting and in your career, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.